Hello and welcome. I'm your host, elizibar. Hi, how's it going? Hope you're doing great. It's a brand new year. This is the year 2021, which when I was a child, I was told was the future. Lots of stuff was set in the year 2000 and X or 2020 or things like that, dates that were always somewhere out there. And in fact, as I look out there, I see snow, and that kind of sucks. Anyway, we're gonna try a new thing this year. I don't know how long I'll keep it up, like if this is a forever thing, but one thing 2020, this past kinda, not so great year for a lot of people in a lot of ways, kind of told me was, uh, I don't like being cooped up with nothing to do. I don't know about you. That's definitely true for me. And, for I wasted a lot of time. I'm sure a lot of people did, because it's like, well, I can't go do this, I can't go do that, that kind of stuff. And I noticed that being cooped up in my abode, I actually seemed to do less stuff than I did when I wasn't cooped up. And I don't mean like, you know, I did like less going out and doing fancy things or whatever, but like literally, I think I read fewer books. I'm not kidding. I'm pretty sure that despite being at home and getting that like free half hour a day of not commuting to work, I actually did less stuff at home. And that time didn't go to just like work. Like it didn't just get absorbed into my work time. It's just nothing happened. It was let's look at Twitter and kill a half hour. And that ain't good. That ain't good. So I'm starting a new thing this year. I don't have like a really catchy acronym for it. Like the best I could do. Hold on, let me get a piece of paper here. I got a little Staples notepad over here. The best I could come up with was and I don't know if this is like really accurate for what I'm doing or not, but this is kind of like what it feels like. Like there was so much waste, there was so much nothing going on that oh, please let this word fit on the page. Oh, baby, we barely made it. That I want to get better. I want to do something every day. I want to do something every day that makes me a little better, that gets the world a little bit better. Like, even if it's just like cleaning up a mess. So I got some goals for this weekend, some goals for the short term here. And goal number one, clean all these comic books that I have laying up or laying around this place. Clean it up, get them sorted, stacked, filed away in the boxes where they belong. So that's thing number one. Let's go ahead and write that down. Now, whether we get to this or not, I don't know. But this is thing number one. Comic, we'll just call it stuff. Comics stuff. So that means reading them. I've read a lot of them, but not all of them. Reading them, making a review, taking pictures for Instagram, whatever it is I want to do. Then getting them bagged, getting them boarded, and getting them put at least in the closet, if not actually in the boxes where they're supposed to go. Now, this is a big deal. I've got two long boxes in the mail I got to go through. I got another box I got to go through. I've got two short boxes full of books sitting on the floor. I've got books on my fold-out desk over there. I would take this down and show you, but that's honestly, it's a little too embarrassing for me to want to show anybody what's going on out there. So that's thing number one. Thing number two, and this has been a long-term goal, is I want to learn how to do decoupaging. Oh boy, let's hope I can spell that. It's like Decoupage, right? I think that's how it's spelled. If not, oh well. And today, whoops, just we have like thing 3, which is a new headset, so I can actually unplug my headset instead of having to leave it plugged up while I'm talking, because I've got like a, what is this? 2, 3, 4 hand spans. That's about 3 feet. I've got a 1 meter tether here, and that's not good enough. So I need to get myself a new headset or figure out some way to replace the battery in this one or something like that. But yeah, I went out today and I got the supplies that I needed. Um, I didn't. I was like, I don't have any like tongue depressor type stuff. I'm going to need these to spread glue. If you don't know what decoupage is, it's you take paper or leaves or material, fabric, that kind of stuff, and you glue it onto things. And you can either use watered down Elmer's glue, like white glues like that, or you can use stuff that's specifically made for it. So I got some matte finish Modge Podge. This stuff is a glue. It's also the sealer, so it'll actually put a protective coating, so you don't have to like lacquer it or varnish it separately. So I got the glue, little spreader, tongue depressor things, bunch of sponge brushes to actually slap the glue down on what it needs to go on. For cleanup, I'm going to cut these up into like 10 or 12 smaller sponges so I can have some water and use that to like touch up. I bought some new scissors. These were from the dollar store, so they're probably not very good scissors, but my old scissors are not that great. I've been using them for like 20 years. It's probably about time to get a new pair. I actually splurged and got some little tweezers. So these are like $8 or something for the pair. One's got a little pointy tip, one's got a wider tip, so I'll be able to manipulate little pieces of paper. And I got these panel canvases here, 4 for $5. These aren't what I'm going to practice on initially. I'm actually going to use like old Gemini mailers or just junk cardboard that I have laying around and practice, and go do the decoupage like on that until I learn how to actually do it. So at some point this weekend, that's what I want to get to. That's what I'm going to do. And boy, it's snowing outside, so the light from outside has become very blue. You can kind of see the blueness if I block out the overhead light. That's kind of cool. So what we're going to do, and I don't know if I'm going to make this really every day like I'm thinking right now, or maybe every couple of days or something, but I just want to talk about what's going on, what I'm doing. I'm kind of using you all as a way to make sure that I actually do it. You know, people that are like really into this kind of stuff would use words like accountability. Ugh, that's a scary word. I'm not going to use that word on you, but you know, that's the kind of idea. Is by making it something that I talk about, we can actually get these here, because I'm going to have to report to somebody, that somebody being you. And it's just a chance to kind of blog a little bit. Well, vlog, I guess. Just talk to you, hang out, be cool, and see what's going on. So I think that's what I'm going to start calling these videos. We'll see how it goes. I'm not really sure how this is going to work out. I've never really done like a long-term vloggy thing, so this is all kind of new and mysterious. But the cool thing is, but at least what I hope is going to be cool, is we are going to do some stuff, and we're going to see how we've went from point A to point B over the course of doing that stuff. Like, who knows? 3, 6, 9 months from now, I could be like making really cool pieces of collage art. And I got a ton of old stuff here that's kind of junk to work with. I got a Marvel's preview catalog here that I already had one of. I don't know how I ended up with the second one. I got all these free beat up free comic book day books for $1 each from a thrift store. There's some comics I've got like 3 or 4 copies of, and I'm kind of planning on, like, if I, oh, hold on, that RoboCop cover actually does not belong here. This was just detached from any book. I don't own the actual book this goes to. It's just really cool. That's why I kept it out. But like, just stuff like that. Like, I got all those Iron Man books right there. Other stuff, like, so I'm planning on cutting these sorts of things up and seeing what kind of cool stuff I can make out of them. Probably thing number 1 I'm going to practice with is this Marvel Previews catalog, because I just need to learn how paper moves with the glue. And I'm not actually going to need to make anything interesting. So I can just kind of cut this stuff up. Learn the right way to cut around figures to pick out like just the individual. Like, wouldn't it be cool, like maybe to just have like this arm or something sticking out of somewhere. I don't know. Like, who knows? The possibilities are endless. So that's kind of like what I'm thinking about doing, practicing, exploring, learning, growing, and hopefully taking you all on a journey into something interesting with me. Also, kind of along the way, I'm gonna want to introduce like a face cam so that we're not always just using the camera that's fixed here and pointing down. Don't know how we're gonna get to that. I'll have to buy like a separate webcam because the Hero Black cam that I use is not the most mobile of cameras the way I have it fixed. Let's put it that way. I mean, I could take it down and move it around, but I would never get it back lined up in a decent way without like 15 or 20 minutes of fiddling with it. Okay, we kind of rambled. We totally kind of rambled. You all have a great day, great night, great whatever you got going on. Sure hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye-bye. Take care of yourselves, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time.